Good morning, everyone. This is Captain Glasses from Bad Productions, ready with another podcast. Apologies for not being able to get some content down on time. I've been a very busy man with convention, school, graduation, and also job application. So bear in mind with me that some projects, whether it be live action or stop motion, will be postponed until further notice. Until then, hope this podcast will be enough substance for those who are listening and or viewing any of my videos on the channel called Bad Productions. Bad movies with great actors. Do you remember the first time when you saw Battlefront 2 back in 2005? The ability to be your own pilot, space combat, attacking enemy ships, and then going down to the surface and for land-ground battles where you could become a Jedi or a Sith Lord or a bounty hunter, or you could stay with your class systems and ride vehicles and take over command posts. That was fun. That was the best Star Wars multiplayer gaming experience that a lot of people have, and they still hold dear to this day. When Battlefront 2 2017 was announced and been advertised in video game shows, a lot of people were hyped for it. I was entertained by the fact that you get to become clone troopers and droids again. The ability to be going into the prequel era worlds such as Kashyyyk and Naboo was something that I wanted to see since Battlefront 2015, which did not have anything regarding the prequels and only specifically the original trilogy. So when Battlefront 2 by EA and DICE came out, we were all disappointed. Not because of the Clone Wars content that we were given, and the new class systems, and the ability to be different starfighters more than the standard TIE Fighter, Interceptor, or the A-Wing and X-Wing. It's the fact that the multiplayer gameplay and all the other content left us with a sour taste in our mouths, like a bittersweet victory. Except it wasn't a victory for us. It was more like a victory towards EA. What I mean to say is that despite the controversy with the pay-to-win and the loot boxes and a progression system that only requires kills more than taking care of the objectives, the game has lost its entertainment. It's lost its interest within the general public. And I want to say that I'm a little tired of having to try to defend this game, hoping that the new content or the new changes in gameplay would make it a better experience for me. However, EA and DICE disappointed me. With news about no droidicas, no ARC troopers, no General Grievous or Obi-Wan Kenobi, or any more prequel maps or more prequel heroes, has made me lose a little more faith in EA's ability to hold the Star Wars license at all. And the multiplayer is also a problem too, where no one really cares about playing the objectives anymore. Enemy teams are steamrolling my team and we're losing within the first minute of the match. As in, if it was the other way around, the enemy team barrels right through me and my defenses and my team, and they get the game done in that same time flat, except they get all the objectives done, while we're just stuck in the beginning. And it's also bad whenever my teammates are heroes, and they don't do anything, they just sit back while our game is about to lose. And the same can be said for heroes versus villains. No one wants to play because either the players don't know how to play or are missing from their controllers, where they're just going to be staying idle and vulnerable to enemy attacks, or I have to carry my whole team and gaining the frustration of having to deal with every enemy character, every enemy hero or villain by myself. And that gets really tiring. It gets frustrating. And I bet a lot of people feel this way too, where they just don't want to play Battlefront 2 anymore and just go on to the next multiplayer game, hoping that it will be a much better experience, where it's not filled with bugs or filled with empty promises and lies about the next content that will be original, if not new to the game, that will make it at least more interesting than it is right now. I I was a big defender of this game. I always told my friends or people that didn't like this game that it's better than 2015's Battlefront, which, in some aspects, it is. It is better than 2015's Battlefront. But 2017's Battlefront 2 is still lacking in a lot of key areas. It doesn't have a hold of the candle or the torch of what the original pandemic Battlefront 2 was. And what's sad is that after 13 to 15 years, they can't seem to nail down a really good Star Wars multiplayer game centered around the battles that took place in the movies. Now, aside from the multiplayer issues, the costuming is a gripe that I have as well as other people that play the game or bought the game. There are more costumes that EA should put in the game that would not mess up the canon at all because, well, it's Battlefront. You make up your own battles. I mean, you have Rey on Hoth, Darth Maul on Bespin, Darth Vader on Naboo during the Clone Wars, nonetheless. And you think that doesn't break canon? I mean, developers were complaining that they didn't want to make other costumes or customization because they would have something like a pink Darth Vader or something, but who said we wanted that? No, we wanted Clone Legion colors, the blue for the 501st, or the red for the Coruscant Guard, or the camouflage of the, I forget which Legion, but the 95th when they were on Kashyyyk, where they wore the Scout Trooper armor instead of the green striped clone troopers. And it's a bit of a loss. I mean, there are hero costumes that you could use, like Luke Skywalker's Bespin outfit with the his tan jumpsuit, and Han Solo's original outfit from A New Hope without that stupid beard, and maybe Darth Vader with Anakin's like hood and robe with the blue lightsaber, with the Clone Wars voice actor voicing him. That would be really cool to see, and those would be costumes that are more worthwhile than what we got with Chewbacca with a bandage, or Kylo Ren with no cape and a sports tape all over his face. It's kind of sad that EA and DICE are abandoning this project, considering that they could have done a lot to pick the game up and make it have a better reputation. They were going to be fixing the bugs, and they were going to be fixing the pay-to-win progression system. And to see most of the developers ditch Battlefront 2 to go to Battlefield 5, and having their communications on Twitter not be receptive towards us fans who want to have a better Star Wars game is really sad. And, shame on EA and DICE for letting this game fall like a brick in a pond. But shame on me for, paying to get this game and defending it. I feel that I should be more angry and more rage-filled based on the thumbnail you just saw and and the picture that's in place for the video. But I'm disappointed now. I wish that we could have that good Battlefront experience where we don't need points to get in vehicles. We can just spawn in with them. They're already there. They're in the hangars. I wish we were able to get out of our starfighters and board the enemy, the enemy bases in their starships, and just invade the different rooms. There's a lot of potential for Battlefront to be better than what it is now, and that hopefully, if well, chances are, because they had high sales, they're going to make a Battlefront 3, but hopefully that they would do something better to ensure that these same mistakes never happen again. This means balancing the teams where they take the best players from either side and switch them to whatever team has been losing for the past 1 to 3 matches. Give heroes time limits, just like the on-rail vehicles, to when they kill an enemy player, their time limit increases, and they could stick to being a hero until their time limit or their life bar is up. Give players more customization. Give the classes more weapons than the standard 4. Well, /8 if you include the default based on the different maps. Give people the more classes like ARC Troopers and Droidicas. What happened to those? What happened to the Rebel Pilot? Why is it taking so long while EA keeps saying that soon, or sorry for the long wait, here's some minuscule DLC that you didn't want, but here you go, recycled costumes and recycled maps that we really did not want or ask for. That's trying to bide some time until whatever they're going to unveil on June 9th. I thought I was going to go with a rant or an angry tone with this video, but all I'm saying is that Battlefront 2 has to pick up the slack. EA and DICE, they might lose the Star Wars license, and people are showing positive reception, if not enthusiasm, towards that move. And I just want to say, while Battlefront 2 was fun at first, it gets really tiring and boring and makes me really angry and disappointed that after every single match I have to lose or deal with players that don't take the game seriously or don't want to play the game at all, letting the other team just decimate, every match until I have to rage quit and just turn off my PlayStation in its entirety. So yeah, that's my rant. That's my little thoughts about Battlefront 2 and what's been going on recently. This is Captain Glasses from Bat Productions. If you want to leave a comment down below, if you want to relate or talk to me about anything about your experiences with Battlefront 2, that would be great. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tune in for any of our other content. This is Captain Glasses, signing off.